sexual abuse can really impact a massive part of your life, but also it doesn't have to. So in the sense that you're more than just what's happened to you, but it can, you know, until it's dealt with though, it will dominate a lot of your stories.
Sexual abuse. Even sometimes when I haven't even told you it's connected. This horse knows it's connected, and this horse knows to give you the sign to tread differently, to approach me differently, to, you know, it's not something that's happening now, it's something I've carried with me. So you're seeing the raw hurt because the horse is getting that energy and showing you this is connected to your abuse.
A big part of the work that we do is with people who've experienced sexual abuse, and that's, yeah, men and women, and at any stage of their life. So it often happens in childhood, but can happen later on. And because of the shame around it, it can be really hard for people to talk about, to acknowledge, or even seek help. And so if you are out there and this has happened to you, you know, we are all about acceptance here, and there is absolutely no shame for you. It's misplaced. So the shame that you feel is actually the shame that belongs to the perpetrator, so the person that did this to you. And it's really sad that I think in our society the shame is often sits with the survivor. I actually found it really rewarding working with it, for helping people realise that, and putting it that shame where it belongs.
I could say, you know, oh, it's not, I know it wasn't my fault, but deep down I didn't feel it and didn't believe it, but yeah, and growing up, you know, and thinking that as a kid is a horrible thing, you know, to think that the abuse can be your fault. When, you know, I found out that it started when I was in nappies and it stopped when I was 10, well, how can that be your fault? So, yeah, abuse on a child is not the child's fault. I felt like I had two personalities. Like, one wants to be an adult, but the other just wants to be a child. And it was really hard and so confusing. But now I understand why. Because I had this little 10-year-old still in me, still trying to fight and still trying to survive. And yeah, and I was just really the shell. But now I'm a whole person because we're one now. I don't have this little girl hiding away in the corner, because the first time I actually connected with her was quite scary. Because I pictured her and she was just hiding. I couldn't, yeah, that was pretty mind-blowing. Pretty mind-blowing, but very healing.
Part of it, like Jenny was saying, it's understanding, firstly, that we often, you know, we've experienced that we're in the child mindset, so, you know, it's all my fault, and it's very shameful, and then realising that that child needs some comfort, and then recognising the view of the adults that's going, oh, this is something that I can put in the past, this is a shame I can give to the perpetrator, and I can start to heal from this, and I can start to see it in different ways. It's very difficult to do that on your own. Some people have managed to, and I'm not saying it's impossible, but you often need support with that journey. So when it's happened to you from someone else, it helps to have someone else there to I guess, change that story in your mind, that other people can be trusted. And so that's a massive thing that happens here, is building trust between us, but also the horses. And that's huge. I mean, I think, you know, essentially we want to trust people, and it's so healing too, but it's so been broken and shattered often in our lives because of the many people that have let us down.
We need to protect. We've got this thing where, oh no, it doesn't happen. It won't happen in our family. It does happen. It happens in most families. And most people don't ever deal with it because they can't. I'm happy. Like, I'm not, yeah, I'm at peace with her now being in her place, and me not feeling like a bad daughter, because I never was, but also giving him back to her, and I don't fear the hurt of men like I did. Like, I feel like it's, well, I will never be betrayed like that ever again, because I now have the tools which will protect me to love myself enough to not let it happen, but not think I deserve it and it's okay, because better me than anyone else. So that you lifted that much burden and that much of life trials and tribulations, and you made me feel like I can succeed at anything.
And I think that's another huge thing that happens here, is to go, whatever your experience, you're allowed to feel it, and it's okay. You know, it's okay to feel completely miserable. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel even the shame. Of course it's okay to feel it. But then once you allow yourself to feel it, then you can release it. But you need to first feel it. And I think that's the challenging part. But once you do, you realise, oh, it's never bigger than me. I can feel it and be okay still. And it can change and it can lift, and I won't be stuck in this forever. Feelings often make us feel like it's permanent, and it's not.
My past relationships, I think I touched on it earlier, but they have not been the most stable or the healthiest. And I think coming here, finding that connection with myself and learning to care about myself again, and having the horses love me for exactly as I am and not telling me what I can wear or who I can see or how to act, has definitely changed my outlook on relationships with people, with guys. I'm not a doormat anymore. I wear the pants now. Bolshi kind of helped me with that. This is Bolshi here. The Bolshis showed the side of me that I kind of knew was always there, but was way too shy and timid to let it shine through.
One of the biggest things here that happens, and this probably involves the trust thing, is that Jenny and I just don't judge. Like, we're not judgmental people. It's not in our nature. And of course it's really important in this work not to judge, because we're all human and we all do things. And it's funny what people find embarrassing or wrong too, because we're like, oh, that's nothing. But yeah, people will come and be, first, might be worried about telling us that, yeah, they got really fucked up on the weekend in whatever way, or did something that thought it was really bad. And I mean, whatever people tell us, like, who are we to tell you anything? Like, that's right. We're not here to tell you how to live your life. We're here just to bring love, bring acceptance, and help you decide how you want to live your life, and that you can be free into living how you want to as well, and what's good for you, and learning. The big part of acceptance and going, oh, no matter what you tell us, we're here and we accept you, is it helps people accept themselves in the end.